Live at TFNN, the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Now, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here. This is the binary bull bear option hour.
It is. You're going to be the bull or the bear today?
I got to be the bear.
I was just checking.
Oh, my God. I think, it looks to me, I mean, the Hang Sang has a beautiful setup, folks, on the way down. King Dollar is moving, there's no doubt about it.
Yes.
But it looks to me like there's going to be dead action out here today, which is too bad.
Not going to be dead with the king on the roll.
I agree. I know what you're saying, man, but,
Oh, man.
I mean, it hit the gold market slightly.
Yeah, not really much, just $11.
No,
I mean, that's
which is nothing.
That's no movement. That's,
it really isn't.
Yeah,
it really isn't.
Silver, 37 cents, not a
Right.
big deal. Oil up $1. Oil really hasn't moved much in the last couple of days, interestingly enough.
No, and listen to this stat. This is pretty wild, folks, okay? Remember the oil embargo, okay?
Yeah.
It was a 70-something,
yeah,
okay?
Yes, for sure.
Well, the correlation at oil at $107.
Okay.
The correlation in real dollars then versus now.
Yeah.
How much do you think the hit would be? It's sick. That oil is actually still cheap.
Okay, it'd be
right
like
now.
$500 or something.
No, twice the amount, 207.
Okay.
So the correlation
in 76.
Yeah.
Or I guess it was probably 79.
Yeah.
78, 79.
I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah.
But I was reading it this morning. So that's pretty intense when you think about it, actually. So the correlation, folks, is that oil embargo, I mean, when we were all in lines, oil was twice the amount of hitting your pocketbook. That's pretty amazing, man.
I mean, think how much more efficient we are with the use of oil these days, at least on the roads.
Right.
You take a look at the mileage per gallon that on average that people are getting today versus back in the late 70s.
Oh, huge.
Right? So that's a pretty big
difference.
That's a pretty big difference.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
And then, of course, we know being in San Francisco, nobody drives a car out there that uses gas.
No.
they're all using those Priuses.
Yeah. That's right. You should have seen the lineup.
Gas,
yeah, the lineup was absolutely huge.
Yeah. Now, if you're in that business, and you're in the cab business, you own those.
It totally makes
you're leasing
sense.
them out. Yeah. Big time. Absolutely big time.
There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
There we go.
But interestingly enough, with the activity out there today, oil's relatively. I think it's been relatively flat the last couple of days.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
And it's starting to create a fairly tight trading.
It is
on a sideways.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. It's going to be wild watching this whole baby shake out, because if you go, Apple yesterday still won't give it up. That little baby up there, it looks like it wants to reach for those highs again.
Yeah,
there it is. It's reaching. Actually,
this
is a pretty good setup. I like this.
Yeah,
but it's reaching for those highs. Look at this thing. So, 547.48. That's where it came down with 28 million. You got 4 million right now. That's not bad, man.
Right.
That is not bad. There's no doubt about it.
So the came out with the job numbers, I guess.
Yes.
I was busy doing something else. I saw the quick spike, and then that was it.
It was quite a spike too, wasn't it? I know.
If you took a look at the levels that it should have traded to, you were taking a look at the 0.786 retracement actually being right at 1368 and change. And so forget the change, it got up to 1367. That was close enough for me.
Wow.
So spiked right up there. We'll see where it trades out today, but absolutely divergence between the King dollar, euro, pound. The euro's getting pounded. The pound is also getting pounded.
Is the pound getting pounded too?
Yeah. And the yen is is getting as weak as anything. The yen is moving.
And that's yesterday. Let's see, Sony You know, folks, there's going to be a lot of nice setups. There's Sony gapped away again. Look at that.
Yeah.
You know, on pullbacks.
With that weak euro. It's just, we're waiting, and it's the pullback that it did was not much of a pullback.
You mean the yen?
The yen.
I know. I know.
To let us actually back in on that deal.
Yeah.
You know, but you've got the euro trading at its session lows.
The euro's toast, man.
You know, and it looks like it's it is. Looks like it's English muffin.
We're going to be able to do the show next year, folks. We'll do the show from Italy. I think that we should do it from the Amalfi Coast. We'll do it from the Amalfi Coast.
I'd like that. Yeah, absolutely.
It'll cost us nothing.
I like that.
Seriously.
I see. Okay, all right. No, aren't you going to go cash in all your Greek bonds and everything?
Oh. You know, that wouldn't be a bad place to do it from either. I've never been to Greece.
That would be good.
Greece is supposed to be beautiful, man.
Hey, whatever happened to that European Financial Stability Fund?
Yeah,
that's still out there?
That's out there.
I don't hear it talked about too much. I don't know what the deal is with that.
It's out there, but the bottom line is that they pushed it off.
That was just a marketing deal.
Yeah, big time.
Right?
Big time. Well, they pushed it off, though. Look at this stock here. What is this?
Ruth?
This is Ruth Chris, man.
Oh, okay.
So one of the Tigers just give us an update on this. So watch this, folks. Ruth Chris is doing an ABC up.
Wow.
Look at that, baby. Pretty amazing. Okay, it's only 684, but your B point is 650, 350. You get $3. It's a longer term. I just took the long one, but that's a good setup, man. And that's what gets interesting here, folks, is that this is a classic signs of strength right in. You can see the operators coming right in it. Look at that, one after the other. You get the break, top side, October 10th. You go from 425 to 496 to 395,000. You pull back with 266. You go higher again with 359. You pull back. Look at this. You pull back with 65,000.
Yeah. Well, this thing is it's swing point high. It's into its swing point going back to July 14th, 2011. If you pull it back just a little bit further, that swing point only has 445,000 shares. You're coming up into it already. Half an hour of trading? You've got 186,000. So
isn't that cool?
Should have the juice to to finish it off and at least get up and test the high out there, which is going to be $7.10.
Sweet,
right in that range. Yeah. So they're eating a lot of steaks.
Listen, man, I eat there all the time. I love that.
Now,
place.
of course, the problem is you go back and you take a look at the stock, and it was trading out at $24 back in September or March of 2006.
Right.
So it's
right.
Some of those folks had their steaks taken away from them.
Huh? Well, I'll tell you, man. I told you, I bought 3 steaks last.
Yeah, right.
For breakfast.
Right.
It was $74.
I like the way you eat. I like the way you eat breakfast.
Yeah. So that's like insane. I said to Angie when I got home, I said, "Oh my God, 3 steaks at Ruth Chris only cost us $74." And best steaks you can get, period.
Yeah.
Folks, if you haven't test drove Nadex yet, come over to our website at TFNN, and you can see the Nadex banner. Now, what Nadex is all about, they're binary options. The ones that, they have spreads, and I'm actually going to be on vacation next week.
Yes, you are. Yeah, talk about the Queen is setting sail. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Just take the euros with you, all right?
Yeah. I'll send you a couple pictures, folks. Oh my God. You know what? I think
you and Thurston Howell III are going on vacation.
I think I may be able to call in.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'll bet you I will be able to call in.
Totally.
I love it.
If you come over to our website at TFNN, folks. Yeah, that's right. You know it's funny? Angie in the den says, "Are you flying?" Because every time I get on the plane, folks, the market likes to pull back. Unfortunately, I'm flying tomorrow morning, Angie. But that's all right. I will, let's see. Yeah.
He's going to be flying all right,
yeah,
okay?
Totally. So if you come over to the website at TFNN, you're going to see the Nadex banner. Hit the Nadex banner. You can get a demonstration platform, okay? They'll put $25,000 in the account. And these are yes or no deals. You can do them daily, weekly, and you can do them on all the separate indices, commodities, the whole ball of wax. What I'm going to do out here, let's see. So I got to find out where we are first. This is going to be a tough one because the market's so dull. Well, as you're trading, folks, I I always wanted volatile markets anyway.
Yeah.
So, what happens in a volatile market, folks, it
gives you the opportunity to come into swing points quicker,
quick
and then
markets.
be able to take a look at the volume as it's coming in there, which is great for these types of trades.
Right. Yeah, and just for day trading, period.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely.
Volatility rules on day trading, folks.
Yes.
If they're dull markets, you might as well go take a nap.
Yeah. So if you were going to place a trade on this,
I think I got to find something else.
Yeah. So how about the currency side?
We can do the currencies.
What would be the currency side of these trades?
Yeah. No, we can go into. Let's see. How about the U.S. The Euro USD.
Yeah. So can we do it what are the time periods that
you can do it up to right now? We can do it to 12 p.m. No, 12 noon.
12 noon. Okay.
We can do it daily. 12 noon is probably the one.
Yeah, 12 noon on a Friday for sure.
Okay, so 12 noon on a Friday. These are your choices. Now, this one here, they come within. Okay, so 1.314.
Okay.
If
you're trading at 1.3. Okay.
So if we bought that, let me see what the difference is.
No, see, I would want to say that. Okay.
You want to sell it? Yeah. No, I'm just trying to figure out what.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so if we sold it at 16. Yeah, look at this. Okay, so what happens is this, folks. 1.314. Yeah, see, it's way under that already.
Exactly.
It would cost you'd be putting up $84 to make $16.
You're saying that it's going to trade below that.
That's right, and it's not far below it right now.
Right. Yeah. You could take the opposite side of that trade. You could take the opposite side of that trade if you had a pattern coming in. Because you are doing
right now you couldn't.
What I've got up on my screen is the 30. Right now we're just kind of taking a look at the charts, trying to take a look at the setup before we throw the Nadex up on Tom's screen. But it looks to me, the way that this thing has cascaded down, that it wants to go ahead and break through its swing point.
Well, look
on
at
the 30-minute chart, which is the 130.8 level.
Check this one out. Okay, this is pretty cool. Okay, let me put this up here so you can see what's happening here, folks. This one here, if it broke below 1.3090, you put up $15, you make $85.
Okay, so I would take that trade. The way that the euro is trading.
Okay, you got it.
I mean, now this is one where the back is up against the wall because you're making a 100% move. But it looks to me like it wants to break.
I like that trade. Yeah, much better.
Absolutely.
Listen, folks, this is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. We get the Dow right now up 32. NASDAQ is up 8. S&P's up 4. We're going to be right back.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of investment newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today, click Investment Newsletters, and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective and maximize your returns. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, folks. Turns out my best student became my best teacher. Steve Rhodes absolutely raised my standards, and I'll guarantee he'll raise yours.
Thanks, Tom. What I've learned is that if you want more, you must become more. And that transformation, folks, that occurs the moment you decide to become a master. Now, the quickest way to mastery is through immersion. And for 2 solid days in Denver, Boston, and Tampa, I'll create a new standard of wealth for those few trader investors who have a burning desire to succeed. At my Master Trader course, I'll teach you how to create the ultimate money machine. These are the best-kept secrets in the business. Roadblocks, folks. Dabblers give up when they first appear. Stressors last just a little bit longer, but masters expect roadblocks and achieve extraordinary results when they bust right through them. I have all the benefit of knowing the type of wealth creation that I can generate for you. You don't. That's why I'm making this unconditional money-back guarantee. If for any reason you're not satisfied with my Master Trader course, I'll refund every penny. That's right. I take all the risk, and you get all the benefit. Go to the homepage at tfnn.com and sign up today.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us with the Nadex Binary Option Hour. We have the Dow right now up 48, Nasdaq's up 14, S&Ps are up 6. You get gold down $4.80. That made a charge back in a big way. Let's go take a look at that silver market. Silver out here, what do we have happening? So, yeah, it's interesting. You know, silver was much stronger than gold getting up there, but she came right back inside the range again, that $34. You know?
Yeah. Nice
acceleration up, but she's back inside the lower range. And that's just saying, hey, that baby wants to get into lower price. We go take a look at, it's going to be, one of the equities you want to keep your eye on, folks, if you're in that market is Newmont. You know, we haven't owned Newmont in probably 7 or 8 years. I don't particularly like it. Not a bad stock, but it's the largest stock. And it did break out all its lows, which makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
Inside the context of, you know, if it's the largest company out there. There's something happening there. Now, it looks like it could be bottoming, but if it stays down here, man, it's trouble. So.
And what you just put up there, that was the monthly chart that you now
This is a quarterly right now. I'll put a monthly right now, though.
Okay.
And on the monthly, you know, what you can see is that, you know, it had the juice coming into it, and then it died. You know, you got, let's see, 254 million there, and 223. So that's not that bad, really. That's really not that bad. But that's what's sticking out like a sore thumb is that $40. See, that low, just like AEM, never got tested. It's like, man, are you going down there?
Yeah. Oof.
You know, I know. And if, you know, that's pretty intense, man. I mean, and AEM, I'd like to see...
to come back and test that high volume there?
Not yet. And what I'd like to see, I mean, I think this stock is getting ripe to buy. this stock, folks, went from $84 down to $36.
Yeah.
But I want to see a sign of strength first. It was a small one, but you need when you get smoke like that, you need more than one. That's what it comes down to. Now, King Dollar here. You get one more leg up. I think we'll see some action once again.
Yeah.
Meaning,
so you get King Dollar up 81 cents. You got the small caps are the lead dog in the markets right now, up 1.24%.
Yeah, and that lagged yesterday, but it's definitely getting up there now. So
yeah.
You're 12 million. If we look at the IWM, you get 12 million. She's going into 64 million. So she's going to... Well,
that's pretty decent in 1 hour's time.
No, it absolutely is.
Pretty decent volume.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
And what I expect you're going to see is everything will die off, in a couple hours. Meaning volume-wise.
Right,
I think it's going to be a flat market out here today. But if you do go, if you're watching Tiger TV, folks, if you go over and we take a look at the Hang Seng right now, you're going to see the Hang Seng is one beautiful setup. And it's an ABC down. So that's what it looks to me.
Oh, look at that.
And what you did, isn't it pretty?
Yeah.
I know. You came off the high. So you made a high in the Hang Seng, folks, of $1.5 billion. That high was at $21,700. You come off that high with $3.9 billion and then $2.2. Then you go up with 1.5 and 1.4. It's a beauty, man. It's set up. The Hang Seng is actually set up.
Did it test the high of that high volume bar?
Right here.
That one right there.
Let's see.
So test that and fail there.
21,173. Yeah, it did. And it closed below it. It closed 21. Yeah, it closed below it.
Below it, too.
It closed below it. So it did test the high of the high volume bar. Closed below it. That's a failure. That's the C point. And the way that is set up is that it looks like it wants to come back Sunday night.
Yeah.
And I think the way this is going to play out, which totally makes sense because I will be traveling, is that you can...
Hey, we're ending the show now. We're getting them on the boat right now.
I know, folks. Kidding. I'm already on vacation, but I am doing the program this afternoon. But I'm definitely on vacation. See? Yeah. Oh my God!
I love it.
Let's take a look at some of the high volume stocks out here. Well, last night Green Mountain was getting smoked.
Yeah. So they didn't like the fact that Starbucks decided to
seriously,
move into their business. Huh?
No, big time. And the bottom line is that Starbucks is hitting highs. Green Mountain is not hitting the lows yet, but Green Mountain, GMCR.
Yeah, she's down 13% right now, down $8.50.
Yeah, big. Look at that, $8, and what's sticking out like a sore thumb, folks, that $34 on the weekly and the monthly hasn't been tested. It wants to get tested. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Listen to the Nadex Binary Option Hour, folks. Check out Nadex on our website at tfnn.com. We're coming right back. Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in equity as well as the option market, come over to tfnn.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to tfnn.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the Rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes that a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and the Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Certified Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
In the world of financial markets, there's a new player in town with an exciting new way to trade the markets. Nadex now offers binary options as well as bull spreads in a wide range of indices along with commodity and forex markets. With as little as $100, you can gain access to a new way to trade global financial markets while guaranteeing that your risk will always be capped. Nadex allows you to multiply your trading opportunities in ways never imagined before and access markets you once thought were out of reach. With short-term trading opportunities available, including binary options expiring each hour the market is open, Nadex allows you to take advantage of a variety of market conditions regardless of volatility or market direction. Now is the time to take advantage of this exciting new market. Don't let this trading opportunity pass you by. Open your account today by clicking on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Nadex, a better way to trade.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. We get the Dow up 48, NASDAQ up 18, S&P's up 7. And let's go over to the gold market, folks.
Gold
because
is going north.
Something
dollar's going north.
Yeah, you get gold up $9. The price spread in gold thus far has been this: 1677 low, 1706 right now, and let me bring this back a little because this is the kind of action I like. Okay, so if you take a look at this gold market now, we'll go over to Nadex, folks, and let me bring up this platform for a second because you can also sell or buy in the gold market. Okay, so let me see. I like this action. Now, this is what you have, folks. You're up $12, but you know what you have here? You still have at 1689, you have a high volume bar. And when you get a surge like this, I suspect this surge can get into 1714. So I'm coming over to Nadex here and do something sacrilegious. Okay, so what you're looking at here, folks, is that this is the gold buy-sell. Okay, so 17, look at this, and because of this pop, this is really interesting, man. Okay, so inside this pop, if I say that it's going to close, I like this one, 1706. You're at 1709. So check this out. So that's a sell, and that's 1, and I'm going to say 59. So I'm risking $41 to get 59, and it's 1706, and it's only $2, which is really wild. Okay, so that's 1.
Yeah.
Now, my take, though, is that it can actually get all the way down into 1700 again. This is a Friday. There's nothing like a good Friday, folks. And if I say under 1700
Yes.
by the close today, watch this. I think I'm going to risk $20 to make 80. Yeah, 20 to make 80. So we'll see where those shake out.
And that's under 1700.
That's at the 1700. You know, and that's nothing in the gold. And where I'm going with that whole deal, folks, is this: is that you get they caught everyone on the wrong side, but what you have is that we have a high volume bar at the 1689, we have a high volume bar at the 1666, and what happens on a Friday is that the volatility in gold is huge. There's no two ways about it. So we'll see whether they can. We're going to know in the next 20 minutes if they can bring it up to 1720. This is that it'll happen that quick. The reason it will happen that quick, folks, is that in the gold market. Let's see, what time is it right now? It's
10:37.
It's 10:30. This thing will calm down by 11:30. You know,
Yeah.
and what I'm banking on is that it just comes back to the high volume bar, and King Dollar hasn't moved, meaning it's still up. You know, so
No, it is. Yeah, it's up 80 cents.
yeah.
And the 17, you say you were talking about 1714?
The first one I have out there is 17.
No, you were looking at 1714 as possibly it's spiking up into that area?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The first one is, let's see.
Well, your first one was at 1700. You're looking for it just to get back into the range on that.
Well, no, I did two of them. 1706.
The 1706, okay.
1706. That's by all of those are by 130 because in the gold market, that's what these are contingent on. These are contingent on the close of pit trading. That's how they work.
Yeah, pretty interesting move.
Yeah, it's huge.
Interesting.
Because that's a wide price spread too.
Yeah,
and you know it has the juice.
It's got some volume.
It has the juice behind it. Yeah, it absolutely has the juice behind it.
Where's the fear coming from?
Well, what it doesn't have, see, it's going into 345,000 contracts.
Okay.
You know,
you take a look at a...
the 29th, when we came down the 29th, folks, it was monster volume, 349,000 contracts. Now, what is also going on in this market, which I'm digging, everyone's on one side. What side do you think they're on?
They're on the bullish side.
The numbers, folks, last night, I got the numbers last night. This has been the most bullish that anyone has, traders have been on gold, meaning they're not putting their money up, in 4 months.
Yeah.
And what happens when gold's going to go, folks, what ends up happening is that no one's on that side. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Just that, so I think they're too early. So we'll see where it shakes out, Bill. But when I got those numbers last night off Bloomberg, I said, this is going to be interesting to see how this... So what you have...
And Paulson sold all of his gold.
Well, he's selling right into it. There's no doubt about it. And... what you do have is that on the GLD, we're still at 166. That is the most amount of folks that own the GLD. So, we'll see where the whole thing shakes out. But
yeah, cool.
877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks.
He's on vacation, baby.
I am.
He's ready to roll.
I know, man.
Okay, so you got all your Apple gear with you, right? You got your iPad.
I get the iPad.
Nope, you're not taking it.
Yeah, no, I am.
You got a good... Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Just so you can play some... Just so you can do some...
No, I'll work every couple hours every morning. Yeah, well...
Okay. Just because you can't get out of the blood.
You can't. Well, you know what it is? What happens, folks, is that when you're in this business anyway, it's just part of the makeup. But it's nice, have a cup of coffee and, groove with the market 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and,
Absolutely.
I'll knock off, though, by 9:30, 10. I'll give you a call.
Okay, good.
Totally.
So oil is actually starting to move a little bit now. It's up at the 108 area, 107.89.
Right.
And, I tell you, this area here, this gap up, which was, from President's Day. Still, look how that thing held. Held nicely, and now it's going to go back and try to test the 110 area.
And it looks like it can go 117.
I know. Yeah, I think it's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
Before it tries to get back all the way back up, at least into this 110 area.
Right. That's amazing.
114, 115. Yeah. Ouch.
Yeah. Big gas bills, no doubt about it.
Yesterday, my car takes premium. Yesterday was probably the lowest that I have run my tank down to. Didn't really. I wasn't paying attention to where I was at, and that was an expensive fill-up. Putting 22 gallons into
$80, right? Right.
More.
Oh, more. Oh my God, unreal.
More.
Unreal.
One time I hit it, and it was like $100.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, oh my goodness.
You got one of those gas stations right next to the highway.
It was. I needed gas.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
It's funny because I get so many miles out of that thing. I don't always really pay attention to it.
I know.
Right?
No.
I was looking at it.
It just gets you where you want to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen, folks, don't forget, if you have any subscriptions at TFNN, you want any in the future, you want that education, you want the Tiger dollars, folks. This is it. This is the last weekend to make 20 to 30% on your money. What happens is that they work just like gift certificates, no expiration date, transferable. Bottom line, if you buy the Tiger dollars, I'm doing a master trader March 29th, 9 o'clock in the morning, 4 in the afternoon. We'll be trading those markets when they're live. What happens, folks, is that if you can't make it, that's all right. It's going to be archived on your page. And, of course, don't forget our man Steve. He's traveling. He's going to be in Denver, Colorado.
2 weeks from today.
Oh, my God.
I know. Time is just
the 23rd
flying.
And 24th.
Yeah.
March 23rd, 24th, doing the Master Trader. Tampa, Florida, April 13th and 14th. And Boston, April 27th and 28th. And, bottom line is that you'll get a great education. And Steve is giving a money-back guarantee. So
Yes.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be like 70 degrees up in Boston.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
We missed it by a week. I was glad to see the snow.
Get your shots on.
I was glad to see the snow. So let's take a look at the financials. So, XLF trading out at $14.94 right now. What inside the financials, what is leading? What's bleeding?
Let's take a look. Okay, so you got J.P. Morgan's up 79.
Yeah.
BAC's up 8 cents. That's not it.
Yeah.
Where's Goldman? Let me see. Goldman is up 45. Well, let's start with J.P. Morgan, because J.P. Morgan has been the...
Okay, so it's up.
Yeah, so she's up there. But let's see. So you're dealing with, she's got 9 million shares. And, she's got to deal with 40 million. And it's we'll see whether she can hold that 40.88.
Yeah, so it's right. And if you're taking a look at the XLF, folks, what you'll be looking at is the Tiger Gartley that's out there at 14.81, trading at 14.93. So it's been in that sideways range now for, going back to February 3rd. So we're already in its 5th week of a rectangular trade, if you will.
Yeah, this is important. Yeah, I can see. Look at that. 14. Look at this. This is amazing, actually. So how does this work, right? You go within 1 penny right now, right?
Yeah.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah. And that 1 penny you're going into the February 29th day.
Yes.
Right? Or it's at 14.
93 million versus 20.
Yeah.
Now, what you want, folks, whether you're a bull or a bear, you want it to hit it. Well, if you're
you want
a
some
bull,
information. You want some information. Well, yes.
If you're a bull, you want it to hang here.
1 penny below.
You want it to hang here and have the volume continue going up. And then it would get blown away on Monday.
Yeah. And, so one of the things that I've been showing people on the 9 o'clock show, is this February 2nd, February 3rd area, and just how important it is. Now, it's one of those things that doesn't stand out. It's not a swing point.
Okay.
But it's where the last real, oomph that the market had to the upside was at, and that was, on the jobs relief. And so what I do for folks is take them into the 4 quadrants ETFs, the small caps, the diamonds, and the small caps have been the weak guy out there. The small caps now are up over that February 2nd area.
Yeah.
So everybody else is up over February 2nd. Small caps have been the weak dog. So it's going to be important to watch where they close today.
And big time. So if you look at the IWM, what at 10:20, folks, that's 81.75.
Yeah.
That's where the juice come in. So your benchmark is 81.75. This comes right back inside 81.75. No go. If it stays above it, it's going to need more juice. But that's a big number, and that's how that trades, man.
Yeah.
You know, with the small caps, which is really wild, is that they burst.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It absolutely bursted. But what I'm looking for is we're looking for it to get actually back below 81.53. I'd like to see it close back below February.
Yes.
February 2nd.
No, I'm with you there. Right.
High. But
right.
But what is interesting, the Qs aren't. Maybe my system's not. What do you have the Qs at?
We'll put them up. All we got to do is look at Apple first. So Apple's up 320.
It's not moving that much.
So
Q's finished out yesterday, closed at 64.75. It's just at 65.02. So the strong dog hasn't been doing a lot.
No, and the Qs are not going to have the juice. What the Qs are doing, you're going against the 67 million. You have 13, and I suspect that another hour and a half, you're going to see the volume die in the vine. I mean, not that the volume's a lot right now, but as this gets going, particularly if it's 70 degrees up in, we're at 171 million shares in the NYSE. And
you're saying if it's then who's going to stick around in the Northeast?
They're not.
Are you kidding me? It's early March. I'm out of here.
That's right.
Plus, we lose an hour this weekend.
Oh, we do?
Yeah. This is we go on a daylight savings time.
Oh,
we spring ahead.
So for all you folks right across the country, what's so cool about that is particularly that my show in the afternoon, right?
Oh, okay.
Now that show gets blasted out again because what happens is that, particularly in the Northeast, that the way AM radio works, folks, is that they have to bring down the signal at sunset. So it's a dramatic difference.
Okay.
And so what happens is that as soon as that...
So they have to bring down the signal?
Yes.
It's not that sunset impacts it.
Well, that impacts it too, but they have to bring down the signal because what happens is that if they don't bring down the signal, all these signals will hit each other.
I see.
Because what happens... So check this out. This is really cool, man. An AM signal, right, never stops. Now, what happens so picture this, folks. If you picture an FM signal, the way FM signal works, let's say that you have a round circle. An FM signal, they know exactly where it stops. And it'll stop dead.
Okay.
It just stops.
Okay.
An AM signal never stops. When you put an AM signal out, if you have water with an AM signal, that AM signal can go from here to Iceland.
Wow.
Yeah. Where an AM signal, an FM signal can turn around and say, okay, it's going 35 miles, bang. They know exactly where it stops.
Wow.
So the daytimes they have to bring it down because they'll all triangulate each other.
I see.
So pretty wild, man. And so what happens this weekend, as soon as that happens,
because it gives you the extra hour of sunlight, they're not bringing it down during your shows.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Because in the winter, in Boston, what ends up happening is that the signal will go light at 4:15.
Yeah. Okay.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
And when we were up there doing the shows, we had some folks asking us about that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. You stay right there, folks. We got our man Carlos from California coming up. We have the Dow 15, Nasdaq up 18, S&P's up 7.5. We're going to be right back.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try patterns, profits, and peace of mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to tfnn.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's patterns, profits, and peace of mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650, but you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, Did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
Yeah, I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio. Therefore, we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. And don't forget, folks, this is the last weekend to get your Tiger dollars out here. You can... It's a great program, folks. So check it out on the front page of TFNN. Let's go to Carlos in California. Carlos, what's going on?
Oh, not much. Tom, good morning.
How you doing? Thanks for calling, man. Thanks for holding.
Oh, no problem. I was listening yesterday that your son Kyle is going to Mexico, and I heard you said it'll be a good idea to give you a call.
Yes.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Well, you know what? I was trying to figure out, and I still don't. Angie was telling me the name of the city. We're trying to figure. He's going. It's a village, a fishing village. It's 60 miles south of Cancun. That's where he's going.
It must be Puerto Morelos.
Okay.
It's a place where there's only 2 places. He can go to Puerto Morelos or Puerto Aventuras, which is very nice places and very safe places for your son to be there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's Puerto the second one you just said. That's what it is.
Aventuras. Aventuras. It's the best one. Between the both, it's the best one. Puerto Aventuras is a privately owned resort where the fishing in the area is excellent. And I'm not exactly from that place, but I had the opportunity to live there. My dad was in the Army, so we were in so many places, and that was one of them.
Cool.
Yes. And he's flying to Cancun or to Isla Cozumel, which...
I don't know where they're flying into. I'm not sure, but I'll find out.
It's a big possibility. He's going to Isla Cozumel first.
Okay.
Because it's an international airport, both of them, Cancun and Cozumel.
Yes.
But the island Cozumel is so beautiful. And he's going to experience a very nice place.
Oh, I know. I was looking. I mean, it looks to me like I was looking at the tuna, the marlin. I mean, you should see the pictures, man.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to hunt that exact, because that's exactly what it is. I remember the names. Now I'll hunt that exact port.
It's Puerto Aventura, which is an adventures. And that means port adventures.
Okay.
And they have everything you can imagine, from marina to dolphins. They have their own eco park.
Yeah,
which is very nice. It's similar to Xcaret. Xcaret is a Maya word for little inlet.
Okay.
And it's a very nice place too. Both
I can imagine.
Excellent.
Yeah, because him and his buddy, they're going to sleep on the boat, and the parents, I guess it's like it's a park and it's a condo and all that, right? And they're
right.
Yeah. So
and just a small advice. Everything in the resort is excellent. If he's going to try anything outside of the resort,
yes,
tell him to ask for, if he's going to drink a soda.
Yes.
Don't drink a soda already open.
Okay.
Get the glass separated and get the soda, and he can open the soda later on.
Okay, awesome.
That's very important. Yeah, it's very important. And remember, at the age of 18,
yes,
you can drink any beer or smoke any cigarettes in Mexico. So the drinking age in Mexico is 18.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, that's very important. And nobody's going to ask him for an ID, remember? That's the truth.
That's funny. I love that.
I love that. Well, and I just feel that I had to call you. Yesterday I didn't have the time.
I appreciate it.
That's great. I love it.
Okay, man. Listen, thank you so much for the feedback. We really appreciate it, man.
Well, I hope you enjoy it, and very soon plan your trip with your boat, because they have the marine. Excellent for you.
I love it. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, Carlos from California, all you Tigers and Tigresses, I hope you have a great day, safe day, and we'll see where this market rocks and rolls.
Absolutely. Have a great weekend, folks.